what's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Driller, and welcome everyone to All Elite Wrestling Review, the show from January 1st, 2020. Before I get to the review of AEW Dynamite, which was the homecoming edition for All Elite Wrestling that took place in Jacksonville, Florida, with your commentators, good old Jim Ross, Excalibur, and Terry Taz, who took the place of Tony Schiavone, who's unfortunately Tony Schiavone. I can't remember what kind of assignment he was on. Tends to doing business elsewhere, but that's why he wasn't there, and that's why Taz put in for this week of AEW Dynamite. We're tends to AEW Dynamite homecoming. But yeah, so I just want to say Happy New Year's to everyone. That hasn't gotten a Happy New Year's yet from me. I'm saying it right here, right now, as this is the January 1st, 2020 edition of this All Elite Wrestling Review. Happy New Year's to everyone. But more importantly, Happy Natural New Year. Just saying. From yours truly, Natural Born Driller. Just saying. So, that being said, let's get right into the show here, folks. Let's just immediately just right into a show. So, we're potentially going to be in Jacksonville, Florida. Oh yeah, okay. Here it is. Tony Schiavone is calling a college football event, which is why he couldn't be there. So that's why he wasn't there, and that's why Taz filled in as replacement. So whenever Tony Schiavone does these type of things, hopefully Taz will be and because on commentary the beat, Taz is a very good as well. But then again, that's their opinion. In my opinion, I always felt like Taz was a good commentator, especially back in the days where he was commentating along with Michael Cole, back in the days of SmackDown. And then with his time in TNA, he is a good commentator. He is very good what he brings to the table, and then he ends up being here on AEW. And he's done before on AEW, more since AEW Dark, but on AEW Dynamite, never he ever did, and this was the time for him to do it. And I still felt like he should have done a commentary back at AEW's Full Gear, when Tony Schiavone wasn't there. So that's a misfire there, but they learned from that. They learned from that mistake there, which is why they had Taz there on AEW Dynamite to do this commentary to take place of Tony Schiavone, who was doing business elsewhere. But that being said, let's get into the show here. And why was it called AEW Dynamite Homecoming? Because when it pertains to the homecoming, this is where AEW, All Elite Wrestling, was born in Jacksonville, Florida. Where it pertains to making the announcement, where it pertains to Tony Khan, who lives in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm not sure if he was actually born there, but I know he's from there. Where it pertains to having parts of where it pertains to his dad of the Jacksonville Jaguars of the NFL. So this is why it's a homecoming here, what pertains to All Elite Wrestling, and what better way to do it than to present us on January 1st of 2020 with this returning edition of AEW Dynamite. So there you go. So let's get to now I didn't see the beginning of the show, what pertains to of what I missed, but as soon as I saw the match between Cody Rhodes and Darby Allin, that's basically why I started tuning into the show. So, hey, at least I missed a match. So, but what happened at the time I didn't see, obviously I probably missed the pyros. I probably missed the introduction of Taz. Well, I did see Taz there, but I was basically going back and forth. And then I finally took the time to just sit down, relax, and watch the rest of the show. So I did manage to catch the first match though. That's the important thing. To me, watching the AEW Dynamite is watching the first match. So I missed the part where they showed a video vignette of Darby Allin around Cody's face. I gotta look at that. Now I gotta look that up on YouTube. If I find it, or maybe I could just find the link of it and watch the beginning of it. So either way, I'm gonna find the time to watch it. And then also what pertains to Allen, burns the mask. He basically burns the mask. Which I'm assuming is the face of Cody Rhodes. So, and then Cody Rhodes comes out, and he's being accompanied by Double A Arn Anderson, a Hall of Famer in his own right. Excuse me. So yeah, Arn Anderson was managing Cody Rhodes against Darby Allin. Why did Cody Rhodes needed Arn Anderson to manage, to coach him against Darby Allin? I don't know, but I still enjoyed it though. I still enjoy seeing Arn Anderson on the show. Not gonna nitpick that. And Barry, you had uh, Harper Edwards in the referee match. It's the same. It's the same. Thing. Darby Allin versus each other. We have refereeing the match back in or different Anderson was there, and then after the match, she didn't have no shots from Strong Spears or something, and also a finish of two as well. So like I said, the match. Why I didn't get to see now? The match was good. The open match with Darby Allin and Cody Rhodes. They drove together as innovated and cheating the thermal pad from Darby. I mean Aubrey Edwards meant to say. Aubrey Edwards saw that from Darby Allin, and there's nothing she couldn't do after that because the thermal was sticking up from there. But it was Muse against Darby Allin later on against Ortiz Cody. At one point, look like it's going to be over when Cody Rhodes hits the crossroads on Darby Allin, but Darby Allin kicks out. And then Darby Allin hits the coffin drop on the apron to Cody Rhodes. I'm trying to remember when it happened, but it happened out on the apron to Cody Rhodes. But that was a cool spot though, and then in the end, Darby Allin tried to go for another coffin drop. This time in the middle of the ring. Our answer tells Cody to pick his knees up, and Cody Rhodes did. Darby Allin ends up getting the knees from the back. Cody Rhodes goes to throw him up and fold them pretty good to where he can't kick out and gets the 3 count in the win. So your winner, Cody Rhodes. And I'm pretty sure some haters out there is probably going to say, "Oh, Cody Rhodes has to get the first win since AEW coming back, and starting of New Year, right?" Yeah, that was his goal. Look, Cody Rhodes is going to be wrestling against MJF. He's got to look strong against MJF. It's been that I'll get to him later on, but as far as he is a unique star. He's going to get over win or loss, wins or loss either way. He's going to get over either way, and I'm pretty sure he will get his win over Cody Rhodes eventually. Just because based on this, it ain't over between Cody Rhodes and Darby Allin. But yeah, but there you go. We go backstage. We see Jen Decker with a nice red dress. She was coming. She was interviewing. I meant to say, excuse me. Maybe she's not there yet. Just commentary, but she interviews the AEW World Tag Team Champions SCU, which pertains to Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky, and you got Christopher Daniels there too as well. So she's basically asking them what to expect for 2020, and they talk about the Dark Order, Santana Ortiz, and also Sammy Guevara shows up, and basically Sammy Guevara is saying to Christopher Daniels, you don't have it anymore, like Pettigrew Jr. said, and Christopher Daniels says, you think I don't have it anymore? How about you and I face each other next week? And then all of a sudden, I don't remember how he did it. I think he licked his finger and then wiped it on his phone, on Sammy Guevara's phone, Christopher Daniels, or he really took his phone and then look. I don't remember how he did it though, but and then Sammy Guevara was trying to wipe it off with Jen Decker's dress, and she's like, "No, get away from me." and he started rocking with his T-shirt instead, which was a black T-shirt of I think it was a Sammy Guevara T-shirt or in a circle T-shirt. Either way, it was a black T-shirt. Which changed to where he was wearing. But it was kind of a silly segment, but it was whatever. Didn't have much of that issue. It just set up what pertains to Christopher Daniels going to have a match next week against Sammy Guevara, and also what pertains to the AEW Tag Team Champions. They're being targeted by the Dark Order and by Proud and Powerful of Santana and Ortiz, representing Inner Circle. So next we get to a four-way women's championship match, which pertains to Riho defending her AEW Women's World Championship against Nyla Rose versus Britt Baker versus Shida. And the match started off with Nyla Rose going on the attack. And by the way, this is the return of Nyla Rose after being suspended from the rest of 2019. So, and they show recaps of it too as well. Hikaru Shida ends up hitting Nyla Rose with a candlestick. The match didn't start. What I meant to say was the match didn't start yet. That's what I meant to say. So basically, Nyla Rose attacks Riho, takes her belt, then it hits on Britt Baker with the belt, and then Shida gets her candlestick. Just to hand in her hand, hits Nyla Rose with it, and then after that was over. Now the match officially starts. Nyla Rose tried to pull a table to put Shida to a table. Britt Baker stops her. But basically the match itself, I thought was pretty good. And what pertains to Britt Baker, or what pertains to her wrestling, whenever Britt Baker is in a match with with multi women's, she could be good. But when it pertains to a one-on-one situation, she's not that good. That's only when she's not having an off night. Because I remember her seeing her some good matches before, as one in her one pertains to her in one-on-one competition. With Riho for the title. A little bit with pertains to Bea Priestley, but I still feel like Bea Priestley should have won that match. Back when they did the pre-show, the buy-in, which pertains to AEW Full Gear, but that's not here or there. Also, pertains against Shida, she could have some good matches when she's getting carried. Because let's face it, Britt Baker as a wrestler, she's still green. And if I had to choose either who I wanted to see wrestle out of Britt Baker and Brandy Rose, I'd say neither. I'm just saying. To me, they're both awkward to watch in the ring. But who's more awkward? Brandy Rose. I can say that. She's more awkward than Britt Baker. But in this match, she did good. I thought she did good in this match here. Nyla Rose, she was being the beast. Riho was getting some comebacks. Shida was pretty good too. And in the end, I bet you we almost had some close finishes where Riho could have lost the title here, but that's not what happened at all. At the end of the day, Riho gets the win over Britt Baker, and basically what pertains to trying to go when Britt Baker tried to go for the lockjaw onto Shida, and then Riho comes in immediately to flip her into a jackknife pin and gets the win. Basically getting the one up on Britt Baker. After the match, also Riho gets attacked by Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose gets a table. And actually, if I can remember, in the match, someone went to a table in the match. I believe it was Shida, if I'm not mistaken. Because I thought it was Britt Baker. Yes, Shida went to a table by Nyla Rose with a ball. That's what it was. Which was pretty cool, by the way. Nyla Rose is very good. If there's anyone I want to see wrestle, it's Nyla Rose. That's all I say for that. Basically, we're against to Britt Baker and Brandy Rose. But Riho gets attacked by Nyla Rose. Riho to a table. And I thought to myself, maybe Shannon was going to come out to save Riho to basically not to save Riho or to at least try to get back at Nyla Rose for what Nyla Rose did to Shida. No Shida. Nyla Rose just she basically just destroyed the AEW Women's World Champion. I don't. Whatever. Also, we go backstage and we see Alex Marvez. He interviews George Janela, the bad boy, George Janela, basically saying what he's looking forward to for 2020, and he's going to speak about what's for all of a sudden he started making that face. And sense of are you okay? And all of a sudden the camera pans down and we see someone giving him a low blow, and it was revealed to be former girlfriend, bad girl Penelope Ford, low blowing bad boy George Janela, where he lost consciousness. Yeah, he got knocked out because he got low blow by bad girl Penelope Ford. And then super bad Kip Sabian shows up. So I'm assuming that's probably gonna be the next few moving forward. By the way, Kip Sabian, who is now the current boyfriend to Penelope Ford. So yeah, they're gonna do that storyline where I don't know how this is gonna play out, but I guess that's one thing we have to wait and see. I thought it's gonna be George Janela trying to get his love of his life back. If Penelope Ford really is his lover or something. Speaking to even the elite are done as I don't remember how they said it. Basically, the dark, they're talking to the elite and basically took them out, and so we'll see how far the Dark Order reach truly, and basically, it was not much to say. All the rest is that just join darkorder.com or join the darkorder.com, whatever. So to John Moxley, excuse me, John Moxley versus Trent, being accompanied by Tricky Taylor and Orange Cassidy. Match itself was pretty good. At one point, Orange Cassidy got in the ring, put his hands in his pocket, and then John Moxley did the same thing. Then that's long because Olsen Trent comes out of nowhere and goes after Moxley, and then in the end, John Moxley gets not only one paradigm shift to Trent, which happened on the outside, but also a paradigm shift elevate him, spiking him in the canvas of the of the ring, gets the win. After the match, Sammy Guevara comes out, where he basically was going through the crowd like how Moxley did, and basically he says, I love, and I see why you do this. You get free drink, whatever. Well, actually, that's not what John Moxley. That's not why John Moxley do it, because that was supposed to be because that was his thing where he's on the E where he's being Ambrose. That's where he's being the Shield. So. But anyways, so Guevara says, it's 2020, and says that the Inner Circle has a big surprise for Moxley, and also Chris Jericho shows up on Timatron. The AEW World Champion, Chris Jericho, who will be competing this coming weekend at New Japan Pro Wrestling for Wrestle Kingdom 14. Can't wait for that, folks. Comes preview. And I also got a video too to talk about the whole more New Japan and other things I need to do some reviews that I have yet to do yet. Which is to me saying, eventually, I got to do that. But Jericho, great to see Moxley, and says to Moxley, that if you join, he gets 100% ownership of the circle. Gotta bribe him with a Ford GT, which is probably cool, and it's a license plate, an official Mox on it, Mox. And as long as he joins the Inner Circle, and he's expecting an answer. Comes from saying, he always considered Jericho a friend and a mentor, and and says he'll give him his answer in person next week. Basically, he wants to give Jericho the answer in person next week. One more, folks. About that, folks. So he wants to give his answer to Jericho in person, and we'll see how that turns out. So, and I still don't think he's going to join the inner circle, folks. I think he's going to tease. He's going to join the inner circle, only for him to turn on the inner circle. So, and this whole thing where Jericho try to bribe Moxley just for Moxley to get a shot against Jericho for the AEW World Championship title. That's all. That's all that it is. That they're playing out here. But it's a good story. A good story though. So good story. But other than that, nothing else happened. Oh yeah, during the commercial break, Sammy Guevara had a bunch of cards with words written on it. I couldn't tell because I couldn't see because of a picture in picture. Speaking of which, I got remember WWE NXT doing these picture in pictures during the match. I got called out. Hey, there was the same thing here too. One more. Sorry about that again, folks. So as I was saying, yeah, like I said before, we're testing NXT and AEW. We're testing this whole picture in picture thing. For every match, they gotta do that. It gets annoying. So yeah, if I got call out NXT on that one, I got call out AEW on this one too. They need to stop with this whole picture in picture during the match. And while they at it, also don't do a picture in picture when you got Sammy Guevara doing that too. Because I was interested to see what he was doing there. Unless you could have some kind of YouTube footage on AEW's YouTube channel to show us what Sammy Guevara was showing there. That'll actually make me feel better a little bit. But at the same time, why even do it in the first place? I was interested to see what he's going. We had there. One moment, folks. That's why I keep doing that. And apparently it's knocked out. I don't know what's going on out there. But Dustin Rose versus Sammy Guevara. That's why Sammy Guevara was out there, by the way, because he was having match against Dustin Rose. It was decent. As Jake Hager came out there though. This was a weird match too because Dustin Rose kept spanking Sammy Guevara in the ass, which I didn't like. Trying to go back to his Goldust roots, I guess. But in the end, Jake Hager gets in the ring, gets Justin Rose a low blow, knee him to the groin. Referee didn't see this because he was basically trying to get Sammy Guevara out of the corner because Justin Rose was trying to go for the Shadow Dreams. But Sammy Guevara gets the win. Nothing to say about that. We go backstage. We're at a bar, and we see Jen Ducker basically interviewing the party. What's the store for them for 2020? All of a sudden, Hangman Adam Page shows up out of nowhere, interrupting the interview. He's getting some a shot, um, a shot of whiskey or something like that. Private Party says, there wasn't thrill of him showing up there and interrupting him. He's not saying hi, and then Adam Page basically having an attitude with them, and then he walks off, and then he comes back to get his drink back, and then Private Party was not happy about that. We're changed to having Adam Page. So he's gonna pay for that and over that, and I don't know. It was weird. All right, let's get to MJF. MJF being accompanied by Wardlow. So MJF announced his stipulation to wrestle Cody Rhodes. You can't go wrong while MJF insulting fans, And then he gets to Cody Rhodes. He said if he wants Cody Rhodes to wrestle him at basically if he wants Cody Rhodes to wrestle MJF at AEW Revolution, there are stipulations that he needs to follow. Number one, Cody Rhodes cannot touch MJF until that pay-per-view. Number two, Cody Rhodes has to face Wardlow and beat him in a steel cage match. Not only he's got to face Wardlow, but he's got to beat Wardlow in a steel cage. That's number two. And finally, last one. Cody has to get down on all fours, and MJF is going to whip him 10 times. And that was it. That's basically what it was. And his promo, MJF, he was pretty good on his promos. He was charismatic, he was intense, and he was also being cocky. More potential him saying, because I'm better than you, and you know it. There you go. It was good. It was a good promo. And so, yeah, those are the stipulations. He cannot touch MJF. He's got to face Wardlow and beat him in a steel cage match. And he's got to take 10 whips. 10 whips from MJF. We'll see if Cody can follow up on that on the stipulations. We got to wait to hear from his words next week. We got Jen Decker interviewing Jungle Boy of the Jurassic Express. You also had Marco Studd and the Luchasaurus there. And basically, Jungle Boy said that he did what he said he was going to do, and he's going to last 10 minutes against Jericho, and he's looking for what's on the storefront for 2020. He's looking for a win, and says that it's going to be a big year for the Jurassic Express. And there you go. Also, we get to Adam Page. He joins along on commentary with Jim Ross, Excalibur, and Taz as he's feeling a little tipsy. For all those shots of whiskey he took so far. And then we go to Riho, the AEW Women's World Champion, and she was with Michael Nakazawa. Nakazawa. There you go. So yeah, Riho was being interviewed by, I think it was to, I don't remember who interviewed her. I think it was Alex. Mark. Let me go back to his name. That's driving nuts now. All right, let me see. I think I got it now. Alex Marvez. Okay, there we go. Alex Marvez. There we go. My folks. Alex Marvez. I believe it was him. But Riho didn't get to say much because Michael Nakazawa was going to speak for her. All of a sudden, Britt Baker interrupts and says, she doesn't have. Basically, she isn't happy about what Riho did there. She's saying, represents her, where Riho, rolling her up and everything, and doing the win as always and everything. It says that Riho doesn't deserve to hold the belt, and that was it. And she walks away. So that's gonna be planned season of her to go turn heel. Will be maybe her in reverse will be better as a heel. Riho looks sad after that. Returns to Britt Baker's words and everything because they used to be teams. They used to be partners at one point. I mean, not like a legit tag team, or just they'll team up for whatever, and they're considered as friends basically. So and there you go. That was basically it. Riho didn't say much either. She may say something, but she didn't really say much. All we had is Michael Nakazawa speaking for her, which I don't understand. So it's been announced that Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes versus the Lucha Brothers, and it's gonna be next week. Also next week, it's gonna be Private Party versus the Hangman, Alan Page, and Kenny Omega. Then we get to the main event, the Bastard Pack, teamed up with the Brothers, Pentagon Jr., Ray, the Elite, Matt and Jackson, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega. Oh yeah, I got mention this too, by the way, folks. Since I talked about Michael Nakazawa, I forgot to mention this reference to AEW Dark, because I think it was on that episode when they showed Pac attacking Michael Nakazawa, which is going to end his career, and basically was sending a message to Kenny Omega saying, if if basically was sending a message to him, which is he could have hurt Michael Nakazawa based on what he did with him was do a chair wrapped around his head, but he didn't do it. It was just him sending a message that's going to be you, Kenny Omega, if you give me my match. Basically, if he doesn't give him this match, his rematch that he wants, that's going to be that's going his blood, the blood of Michael Nakazawa is not going to be on his hands. It's going to be on Kenny Omega's hands. This is what the gist of it was. But the match itself, good match. This was a good 6-man tag team match. Again, it was Pac and the Lucha Brothers versus the Elite, the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. And in the end, it was the Elite winning the match. It was Ray Phoenix taking the pinfall when Kenny Omega beat him with the one-wing angel. So yeah, the Elite of Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks won. And I go over here now. Oh, you see, look at this. The Elite stars of AEW are winning matches, in start 2020 and everything. It's never going to be, you're never going to get what you want. You're never going to please these type of fans. You can never win with these type of fans either. I'm pretty sure that's what they're saying too. The Elite wrestlers has to get a win to start 2020. So after the match, Cody Rhodes joins along with the Elite. And as I'm watching this, I'm saying to myself, we got 4 of the co-vice presidents of AEW in the ring, close up on the homecoming of the show. And I can hear these people, oh, you see they close the show with the Elite stars, celebrating and everything. Well, except for Hangman, I stay there. Yeah, no, I'm good. Because the Elite was trying to divide him in the ring to celebrate one with them. He's like, no, I'm good. I'm right. I'm not going anywhere. I'm sitting right here. I'm good. Actually, based on him drinking that whiskey, I think he should stay there because he might get a little wobbly getting into the ring. But in the end, it was the Young Bucks, Cody Rhodes, and Kenny Omega, separate corners. So celebrating this homecoming party. So there you go. And that was the show. I feel like this isn't in my best review, folks. Got could come out and everything. And on top of that, I feel like it wasn't in my game, so I apologize for that. But you know, I guess it is what it is. All right, so I guess Total Wrestling of AEW Dynamite Homecoming. I believe it was 5 matches. Yep, 5 matches. And my overall rating for the show, I'm gonna go 8 out of 10. Good show. what way to kick off AEW Dynamite? But returns to going back to Jacksonville, Florida, with his homecoming edition of it. And there you go, folks. That being said, thank you for watching for It's Not Your Boring Thriller, saying peace on the streets. Well, this was your All Elite Wrestling review, where it pertains to giving you AEW Dynamite results from January 1st, 2020, where it pertains to this homecoming edition of AEW Dynamite. Until next time, we're pertains to All Elite Wrestling review. See you all next week for that one. You all take care, and I'm out.